All right, everyone ready to dive in?
Let's do it.
Today we're gonna really get into this.
Oh, yeah, this is a good one.
Alex Venieris report.
Yeah, my 220 principles to become wealthy.
It's fascinating stuff.
It is.
I mean, we always talk about
Yeah.
leveling up
Right.
in business, at work,
Yeah.
in our personal lives, and
Yeah. And this kind of brings it all together,
it really does.
like a master class.
It does. It's like
Yeah.
having a personal success coach right in your pocket.
It really is like a framework
It is a framework, yeah.
for success.
Yeah, I'm excited to break it down with you.
Me too.
So what's interesting about this is that it's not just about getting rich,
Right.
right? It's about building a life
Exactly.
that you're excited to wake up to.
Yes. And you know what I like is that Venieris doesn't just throw out
Right.
like a bunch of motivational fluff.
Yeah.
This is very
Actionable.
actionable. It's like
Yes.
he's built a system,
A system, yeah.
and he emphasizes that it all works together.
Yeah.
Like your career, your relationships, your finances,
Totally.
it's all connected.
Now, the report's broken down into 3 sections.
Yeah.
We're going to try to hit the highlights in each one.
Right.
So the first section is success in managing or running a business.
Love it.
And one of the first things that jumps out to me is that Venieris is all about
He's big on action.
action. Yeah.
Big on action.
Yeah.
And, he talks about being a
Yes.
continuous learner,
Yes.
but not just like, reading a book
Right.
and being done with it.
Yeah, just checking the box.
It's about,
Yeah.
immediately putting it
Yeah.
into practice.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I find myself sometimes getting stuck in learning mode.
Oh, yeah.
Like I'll read all the business books.
Yeah.
I'll take all the courses.
And then what happened?
Nothing.
Right.
Like I'm so good at consuming the information, but then I don't actually do anything with it.
It's just knowledge.
It is,
It's
yeah.
just potential energy.
Yeah, and that's where I think
Yeah.
this principle of patience that Venieris talks about
Oh, yeah. Patience.
is so crucial.
He's big on patience.
Now, you might think, okay, patience is just about like
Right.
waiting around.
Waiting around. But no, he presents it
Yeah.
as a strategic tool.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So what does that actually look like?
So like imagine
Yeah.
you're about to launch a new product,
Okay.
right? Instead of just rushing to market,
Right.
being impatient, you patiently
Yeah.
study your competitors.
You analyze.
You analyze the trends.
Yeah.
And you refine your offering.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So it's more about choosing the right moment
Exactly.
to
strike.
Yeah, it's like a form of
Yeah.
strategic positioning.
It's like you're a chess player
Yes.
planning out your moves.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, like that.
And speaking of strategy,
The report gigs into the power of delegation,
yes.
which I think a lot of us
Oh my God.
struggle with.
This is my Achilles heel.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a total control freak sometimes.
Right.
And it's so hard for me to let go.
Yeah.
But I also know that if I try to do everything myself,
Yeah.
it's a recipe for burnout.
Yeah. And that's where
Yeah.
Venieris is so helpful.
Okay.
He breaks it down
Okay.
into a system,
Okay.
shows you how to identify tasks that can be delegated, how to choose the right people,
Yeah.
how to clearly communicate your expectations.
So it's about setting them up for success, not just dumping stuff on them.
Not just getting it off your plate.
Sure.
It's about
Yeah. Empowering them.
empowering them. Yes.
I love that.
Another principle that really resonated with me was his take on failure.
Oh, yeah. This is a good one.
Because most people,
Yeah. We try to avoid it at all costs.
we avoid it at all costs.
Right.
And he's like, no,
Yeah.
embrace it.
Embrace it.
He calls it failure analysis.
Okay.
And it's all about,
Yeah.
reframing failure as data.
Okay.
So instead of getting discouraged,
Right.
you analyze it.
Yeah.
What went wrong?
Okay.
Why it went wrong?
So you can learn from it.
Exactly. So you can learn from it.
Yeah. That reminds me of
Yeah.
the whole like fail fast philosophy
Yeah.
in the tech world. It's
Yeah.
like the more you fail, the faster you learn.
The faster you can course correct.
So you can get to success faster.
Exactly.
I like that.
And I think that mindset shift is so powerful.
Yeah.
No matter what field you're in.
It is.
So we've talked about action, patience, delegation.
Mm.
But he also dives into some really practical
Yeah.
business strategies.
Okay. Okay.
Like he talks about the importance of having
Mm-hmm.
a clear business plan.
Right.
But he also
Okay.
emphasizes the need to be adaptable
Right.
and flexible.
So you're not married to the plan.
Right.
You're
Got to pivot.
willing to pivot when you need to,
Exactly.
because I've seen businesses
What?
fail because they were so married to the original plan,
Clinging to it.
clinging to it,
Yeah.
and the world changed around them.
The world changed, yeah.
Yeah.
And, he also stresses the importance of building a strong team.
Yeah.
And he's not just talking about hiring talented people,
Yeah.
but fostering a culture
Yeah.
of collaboration,
Yes.
trust, mutual respect.
Which,
Yeah.
that's hard,
Easier said than done.
but so important.
Absolutely. And that kind of brings us to
Okay.
the next section.
Mm-hmm.
Success in the workplace and with money.
I love this section.
This is where he gets into the
Yeah, give us the goods.
the nitty-gritty of
Yeah.
thriving in your career
Yeah.
and building that solid financial foundation that we all want.
Okay, hit me with
Cool.
top takeaways from this section.
So one of the first things that jumps out
Mhm.
is his emphasis on verbal communication.
Oh, yeah.
He's like,
Communication is key.
communication is key,
In
absolutely essential for career advancement.
aspect of life.
Yeah, and just think about it.
Well, yeah.
Think about all the times you have to
giving presentations.
leaving presentation,
Leading meetings.
leading meetings,
Negotiating a raise.
negotiating a raise.
Have writing a well-crafted email.
Exactly. And it's not just
Yeah.
what you say.
Yeah.
It's how you say it.
Yeah.
He talks about the importance
Yeah.
of, being confident, assertive,
Yes.
and respectful.
Okay, so you got to find that sweet spot between being a pushover and
Yeah.
being a bulldozer.
Exactly. And speaking of navigating those
Right.
workplace dynamics,
Yeah.
he also stresses the importance of
Networking. Yeah.
Yes.
But not the
Not the
icky kind.
icky kind, not like
Yeah, like going to
the stuffy events.
the stuffy events.
And handing out your business card to anyone.
Yeah, I hate that.
He's much more about building genuine relationships
Yes.
with your colleagues and superiors.
So it's more about
Talks about making friends and allies.
I like that.
Right.
Much more appealing.
Much more appealing.
So it's less about schmoozing
yes.
and more about fostering those authentic connections.
Exactly.
Okay, so I got to ask,
Okay.
what does he say about dealing with criticism?
Oh, good question.
Yeah,
Because,
I think
because nobody likes to hear negative feedback.
likes to hear it.
Right. But he's like,
tweet it
you need it.
to grow.
Seek it out.
Oh, really?
Both good and bad.
So instead of avoiding,
Of those conversations?
invite them.
Inviting them.
Invite them.
Okay. That's a bold move.
That's bold.
He argues that by doing that,
Okay.
you demonstrate a willingness
To learn.
to learn
Okay.
and to improve,
Right.
which is so valuable
Yeah.
in any workplace.
It shows that you're
Yeah, and he also talks about
coachable.
coachable, yes.
Yeah.
And he also talks about developing thick skin.
Oh, that's so important.
So you can receive it
Yeah.
without taking it personally.
Because it's not always personal.
Exactly. It's about
Yeah.
detaching your ego
Detaching your ego
and being able to really receive the feedback
and extract the value.
and then grow from it.
Exactly.
yeah.
And I think that ties in nicely
Yeah.
with his emphasis on
Financial stability.
financial stability.
Yes.
Because, when you have that,
Yes.
when you have that solid foundation,
Yeah.
it gives you
Freedom.
peace of mind.
Peace of mind.
Right.
Yes. And he talks about
Yeah.
avoiding precarious situations,
Living within your means.
living within your means,
Having a plan.
having a plan.
Yeah.
It's about control.
It's about control.
Right.
Yeah. And that peace of mind, I think, can
Oh, absolutely.
make a huge difference in every other
Yeah.
area of your life.
It ripples out
It really does.
into everything.
Okay. So we've talked about action, patience, delegation, communication networking,
I've covered a lot.
feedback, and financial stability. Whew, I know, right? My brain's full,
My brain is full,
but there's more.
but there's more.
I'm sure.
We've only just scratched the surface.
Okay.
In the next segment, we're
Go
gonna
ahead.
dive into his principles for
Success in your personal life?
success in your personal life.
Okay, I'm excited for that.
I am too.
Because, we can,
Yeah.
sometimes we get so focused
Yeah.
on
Right.
the career,
The business
the business,
that we forget about.
forget about the personal stuff,
The other.
and it's all connected.
It's all connected.
So I'm looking forward to that. Well, I too. But before we get there, I want to hear from you, dear listener.
Yeah.
What's resonating with you
What are you loving so far?
the most from what we've discussed so far?
Yeah, hit us up
Hit us up on social media.
on social media.
Let us know.
Let's keep this conversation going.
Yeah, I love hearing from you guys.
Me too.
All right, so we'll be back
We'll be back
with part 2
with part 2.
of this deep dive
Stay tuned.
in just a moment.
We'll be right back. Welcome back, deep divers.
All right.
Ready to explore how Venieris' principles apply to your personal life.
Yes, this is the juicy stuff.
This is where it gets really interesting, I think.
Yeah.
Because, it's so easy to get caught up in the hustle
Right.
of, our careers,
Yeah.
our businesses,
And we forget about.
and we kind of forget about,
Yeah.
the other stuff.
Yeah, taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, taking care of ourselves, our relationships,
Our passions.
our passions.
Yeah.
This is where he brings it all together.
Okay, so give us the goods.
Well, one of the first things he talks about is
Mhm.
dreaming big.
Okay.
And I'm not just talking about,
Yeah.
having those vague aspirations.
Yeah.
It's about
Setting goals.
setting clear, specific,
Yeah.
measurable goals for your personal life.
Oh, I like that.
It's about taking that goal-setting mindset
Yeah.
that we use in our careers
Right.
and applying it to every area.
Because why not?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Why not?
Yeah.
But I think for a lot of people, it's hard to translate those dreams into
Into reality.
reality. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's where
Right.
his emphasis on action
Yeah, there it is again.
comes in again.
Right.
It's like, okay, you've got the big dream,
Yeah.
break it down into
Oh, yeah.
smaller,
Yeah.
manageable steps.
Manageable steps.
He even talks about,
Oh, okay.
setting daily or weekly action items
Oh, that's a good idea.
just to keep you moving forward. So instead of feeling overwhelmed
Right.
by this huge goal,
Yes.
you're just focusing on
On those small wins.
those small wins, and that builds momentum.
That builds the momentum.
It does. It does.
It's like that saying,
yeah.
the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
Oh, I love that.
And speaking of journeys,
Yeah.
he also talks about
Mm-hmm.
regularly evaluating your progress
Okay.
and making adjustments as needed.
Oh, that's important.
So it's not about
Mm-hmm.
being rigid,
Right. Being married to the plan again.
married to the plan.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to be flexible,
Right.
adaptable as you go.
Because life throws curveballs.
Life throws curveballs
All the time.
all the time.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm curious about what he says about relationships.
relationships.
Yeah, because I think a lot of us could use some guidance on that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
One of the most powerful things he talks about is
Mm-hmm.
gratitude.
Okay.
Gratitude.
I like that.
He's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
regularly expressing gratitude towards your partner,
Yeah.
your family, your friends.
Mm-hmm.
It can completely transform your relationships.
You know what? I've actually been trying to do that lately.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love that.
Just like
Tell me about it.
expressing more gratitude to the people
Yeah.
in my life.
Yeah.
And it's amazing
Yeah.
how much it shifted my perspective.
What have you noticed?
Well, instead of focusing on what's lacking,
Yeah.
I'm noticing all the good.
Oh, that's great.
So yeah, I'm much more appreciative.
Yes.
But
The people in my life and the good things that they do
it's about
Yeah.
making those deposits
Yes.
into the emotional bank account
of your relationship.
of your relationships.
Yes,
Those deposits add up.
we do.
And speaking of investing in your relationships,
Yeah.
he also talks about being a good listener.
Oh, that's huge.
He says truly listening
Yeah.
to your partner
Without interrupting. Without interrupting.
without giving advice.
Without giving unsolicited advice
Right.
is so powerful.
It is, because I think we get so caught up in our own heads that
Yeah.
we forget to really
To really tune in
tune in.
to what they're saying.
Yeah.
And he also talks about the importance of being present.
Mm-hmm.
Put down the phone,
Make eye contact.
make eye contact,
Yes.
really be there
To be present.
in that moment
Yes.
with that person.
It's about making those moments count.
It is.
Yeah. Whether it's a deep conversation or
Yeah.
just a casual chat.
Yes.
Yeah.
And even though we've talked about failure,
Right.
I think in our personal lives,
Yeah.
it's hard to let go
Yeah.
of those
Yep.
setbacks,
Especially in relationships.
especially in relationships. And he's
Yeah.
like, reframe those
Okay.
as opportunities for growth.
Okay. I like that.
He's like,
Yeah.
every challenge we face,
Mhm.
whether it's a breakup, a job loss,
Mhm.
a health scare,
Yeah.
those are all opportunities
Yeah.
to learn and grow.
You know what? I'm a big believer in that.
Me too.
Like, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Even the tough stuff.
Even the tough stuff.
Yeah.
And I think his perspective is very much in alignment with that.
It is.
It's not about
It's not about denying the pain.
denying the pain.
Yeah.
But it's about
It's about the meaning.
finding the meaning.
From the growth that comes from those experiences.
Yes. And he encourages you
Mm-hmm.
to use those experiences
Yeah.
to refine your goals,
Mhm.
your values,
Yeah.
your approach to life.
Yeah. So you're constantly evolving.
Yes. Constantly evolving.
Yeah. Okay. I like that.
And I'm also curious what you think about his thoughts on
Yeah.
pursuing your passions.
Oh, yeah. Because so many people, I think, feel stuck
Yes.
in a rut.
In a rut.
And they just long to do something.
Yeah.
It really lights them up.
That lights him up.
Yeah.
Or he's like,
What does he say?
identify those activities
Okay.
that bring you joy.
Oh, yeah.
Whether it's
Like,
painting,
right.
playing music,
Mm-hmm.
writing,
Yeah.
volunteering,
Anything.
anything that makes your heart sing.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Okay.
carve out time for it.
Yeah.
Even if it's just
make it a priority.
make it a priority.
Yeah.
Even if it's just for a few minutes a day.
I love that.
It's about
Yeah.
reclaiming those things
Yeah.
that bring you alive.
Yes.
And he also talks about the importance of
Yeah.
stepping outside your comfort zone,
Oh, yeah.
trying new things.
I'm all about that.
You never know
Yeah.
what you might discover.
Right. You might surprise yourself.
You might surprise yourself.
Yeah. Okay. I like that now.
Okay.
So I know we're getting close to the end here,
Yeah.
but I gotta ask,
Okay.
what does he say about finding meaning and purpose?
Oh, that's the big question,
It is.
isn't it?
Yeah.
And his answer is pretty simple.
Okay.
It's like, make every day
Mm.
a meaningful attempt
Okay.
to accomplish your goals
Yeah.
and live in alignment with your values.
So it's not about waiting for
It's not about waiting
yeah,
for that
for that lightning bolt.
lightning bolt
Yeah.
to strike you.
Right. Or the grand epiphany or whatever.
No, it's about
Yeah.
those daily
Choices
that you make
that move you in the right direction.
that move you towards the life
Yeah.
that you want.
Okay.
And he also stresses the importance of
Mm.
contributing
Mm.
to something
Bigger than yourself.
bigger than yourself.
Yeah.
Whether that's
Volunteering.
volunteering,
Grading.
supporting a cause,
Supporting a cause.
being kind. Being kind.
Being compassionate.
It's about making a difference.
It is.
Okay, I love that now.
Okay.
Before we go to the final part
Okay.
of our deep dive,
Yeah.
I want to give your
Yeah.
dear listener
Yeah.
a moment to reflect.
What's resonating with you most
What are you loving?
from this section?
What's that nugget
What's that nugget of wisdom?
that you're going to take with you?
Yeah, what are you going to do?
What action are you going to take?
With this information.
Yes.
So take a moment
Take a moment
to pause,
to pause and reflect.
let it sink in,
Let it sink in.
and we'll be back
And we'll be right back
with you in just a moment
with the final part
to finish up
of this deep dive.
this episode. Okay, we're back. Ready for the final part of our deep dive into Alex Venieris's My 220 Principles to Become Wealthy.
I am. It's been quite a journey.
It really has. We've covered
A lot of ground.
a lot. Action, patience, delegation,
Communication.
networking, feedback,
Yeah.
financial stability,
Attitude.
dreaming big, finding meaning.
Ooh,
I'm exhausted.
me too, but in a good way.
In a good way.
Like our brains are full.
Full of good stuff.
Yes, full of good stuff.
But I think what's so impressive to me is how Venieris ties it all together.
He does.
He shows us how all these different areas of our lives,
They're all connected.
they really are connected.
It's not just about
It's not like separate.
silos.
Yeah.
He's showing us that it all works together.
It's like a holistic approach.
A holistic
Just-
approach to success.
Yes, I love that.
Where you're thriving in all areas,
Not just one.
not just one.
Right. It's about the whole package.
The whole package.
Okay, so we've touched on a lot of these individual principles.
Yeah, we have.
But are there any overarching themes or takeaways
Good question.
that really stand out to you?
One of the biggest ones for me
Yeah.
is this idea of taking control.
Huh?
Like he emphasizes throughout the report
Yeah.
that you are not
You're not a victim
a victim
of your circumstances.
of your circumstances. You're not a passive passenger.
Yeah, you're in the driver's seat.
You're in the driver's seat.
I love that metaphor.
Me too.
You have the power
You have the power to choose,
to make choices,
to set goals,
to take action.
to take action, and to shape your destiny.
Okay, and that ties into
Yeah.
another takeaway, right?
Right.
Being proactive.
Yes.
He wants you to anticipate those challenges.
Plan ahead.
Plan ahead.
Mitigate those risks.
Don't just react to whatever happens.
Don't just be reactive.
Yeah, be proactive.
Be proactive.
I love that. And you know what it reminds me of?
What's that?
That old saying, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I like that a lot.
And I think
And that applies to
it applies to everything.
your finances, your
your
relationships,
health.
your business,
Yeah, all of it.
all of it.
Okay, so taking control, being proactive.
And then this leads into
What else?
personal responsibility.
Okay, tell me about that.
He's basically saying
Mm.
that you are responsible
All outcomes
for the outcomes of your choices.
of your choices. Yeah.
Which, at first that might sound kind of
Scary.
Scary.
A little bit.
But I think it's also incredibly liberating.
It is.
Because it means
You have the power.
you have the power
To change things.
to change things.
If you don't like where you're at.
Yeah. If you're not happy with the
Yeah.
direction things are going,
Yeah.
you can change it.
Change it.
You can make different choices.
Yeah. New habits.
New habits.
Routines.
It's empowering.
It is empowering.
And that brings us to another key theme.
Okay.
Continuous learning and growth.
Yes.
He's basically saying, look,
Yeah.
the journey of self-improvement
Never ends.
never ends.
And that's a good thing.
It is a good thing because
It keeps it interesting.
it keeps it interesting.
Right.
Yeah, if we just stayed the same,
If we were stagnant.
stagnant,
Yeah. It'd be boring.
boring.
Life would be so boring.
And I think that's why he's so big on,
Yeah.
encouraging you to
Yeah.
embrace new experiences. Step outside your comfort zone.
Yes. Challenge yourself.
Challenge yourself
To grow.
to grow, to evolve.
Yeah.
And he even suggests
Okay.
trying something new every day,
Oh, I like that.
even if it's a small thing.
So it doesn't have to be this huge.
It doesn't have to be this massive
Right.
overhaul of your life.
Right. Just small things.
Small incremental changes.
Yeah. And those add up over time.
Yeah, they do. It's like those
It's like those drops of water
drops of water.
that carve out a canyon.
Exactly.
I like that.
It's a good metaphor for
Yeah.
personal growth.
It is.
It's not about perfection.
It's about consistency.
Consistency.
And just showing up and doing the work.
Showing up, doing the work.
Yeah, I love that.
So, we've covered so much in this deep dive.
So much.
I know, and I want to leave our listeners with
Yeah.
one final thought.
Okay, hit us with it.
Venieris doesn't just give you this list of principles.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
put them into practice.
He wants you to take action.
Take action.
Okay, so how do we do that?
I think the best way to do that
Yeah.
is to start small.
Okay.
Pick one principle,
Just one.
one that really resonated with you,
Okay.
and commit
Commit to it
to implementing it
this week.
this week.
Okay, so maybe it's being more proactive,
Maybe it's expressing more gratitude.
carving out some time for that passion project.
Whatever it is, take
No,
action.
Take action.
See what happens.
You might surprise yourself.
You might surprise yourself.
And remember,
Yes.
you don't have to do it alone.
We're all in this together.
We're a community here.
We are a community.
So
Share your experiences.
share your challenges, share your wins.
Your wins. Hit us up on social media.
Yeah, we love hearing from you.
We do. We love hearing your stories.
And who knows, maybe you'll inspire someone else
To take action.
to take action,
I love that.
to create a more fulfilling life.
That's what it's all about, right?
That's what it's all about. Empowering each other to be the best that we can be.
Absolutely.
So keep learning,
Keep growing.
keep diving deep,
Keep diving deep.
and until next time,
Farewell.
farewell, everyone.